Hello everyone. In 30 seconds, we will start the prayer.
Yeah, I'm ready.
No, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I'll find out. I forgot.
Sorry, thank you very much. So now time is that 2 sharp. Sorry. Thank you.
Oh, they could get in.
Thank you.
Press it.
We will start today's one because 2 sharp and there's already some people waiting in the YouTube.
Okay.
So let's begin with the true words spoken by Buddha, and then decided.
Keeps buzzing. Keeps buzzing. Where's the new code? Someone needs to be doing some hands instead of us.
True words spoken by Buddha. Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddhaland. Buddhaland is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom, the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls resting in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it is not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down the rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and the Buddha's teachings became a gold mine. These gold mines suggest various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, and the future. Your past has already gone by. Yet still your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand the other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of Buddha, and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite such people to Buddha land. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us would be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we bow to do so. Okay, then thank you very much for joining us today. And so now we will start today's one. Today we will talk about this again. Okay, I think I put the reference there. You have? Okay. Do you have? You can pick up one? Sure. Okay, thank you. Right. Pens. Pens. Oh, we don't have pens. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you have
Don't
pens,
go back downstairs.
Exercise today.
please help her so that she's become very happy.
Oh, thanks, hon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we will start. Then this book is a great book because if you read it through, you can realize that you have very bad way of thinking, and they change it into very ideal state of mind. So last week we practiced the 2 points. Do you remember that?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago, yes,
Just
2 weeks ago. We practiced 2 points. One is first point. Okay, I will give you also this one to review.
Thank you. Should I pass it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Chad.
Okay. One is we should have a
Dream.
yes. You should have a dream. Dream not just like a very foggy one. And also, even if you think this is beyond my ability, but you should have. Then if you have a conclusion in your mind, future will kneel down in front of you. That is a Master Okawa told us. Even the future will kneel down in front of you and obey you.
If we have a dream.
Yes, if you have a dream, if you already have a conclusion in your mind, my future is that. Not don't use that. My future will.
Oh, don't use.
No, please use my future is this. Then you can affirm very strongly that will manifest as it is. Okay, so that is the first point. And the second point, your future will be determined by.
How you use the 24 hours of your day.
Great, yes. So many people don't know that point. The time should be like resource to create something. So that's why the difference between the normal, ordinary person and great person is here. How you can use 24 hours. Otherwise, you can be used by time. But you can use time. On the other hand, that is the second point to create a great future. Then today we will learn third point and the fourth point. Our philosophies are like
Seeds.
great. Yes, that's conclusion. And they will determine the. Okay, we will learn that. And then, so fourth point, foremost adversary that we have to fight is fear. That's you agree with that, right? And then use the most powerful weapon against fear. Then what we need to open the bright future is
Not.
okay, like that. Okay, you can learn today. Then you can be closer to your dream and realize it. I guarantee you, if you remember those four points, then today, okay, we will learn third one and the fourth one, including the small meditation. And the master's lecture. Here we go. Third point. Our philosophies are like seeds, as he said. The types of flowers that will blossom and the kind of fruits that will grow depend on the seeds you sow. Of course, if you sow a seed of sunflower will grow up and bloom.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you just just sow a seed of and weed will grow up, right? That's why be careful. What kind of seeds every day you sow every day, and then anger, hatred, or such kind of negative thoughts. If you sow, that becomes a poison for everyone and you. That's why always you need to sow a great seed. That is positive way of thinking. Okay, so our philosophies have a tremendous power to create something concentrate and real. Concrete and real, sorry. Concrete and real. So this is very important point. Become real, concrete and very real. And then be careful of what seeds you sow in your mind, because they will determine the melody of your life as they grow into the song of your future. Yes, everyone can be composer of your life. So you can write the lyrics and the music. Yeah, that will make your vibration. Yes, if you shut out your eyes, close your eyes, and listen to the voice of your mind, that play some kind of music, you can feel, right?
Mhm.
It's sad, miserable, very peaceful, or happy, or great entertainment. Yes, you can listen to yourself. Okay, please listen that. That will become your life. So there is a movie. This is my life, like that. And then that is a sad story, positive story, or a success story, or a miserable story. Yes, you can watch it. So they are talking. These are talking about the subconscious, which determines our future. Yes. In third point, very important point is that subconscious, as you know, everyone cannot realize how the subconscious works for you. That attracts everything because conclusion is the vibration you have will determine what situation will come to you because the laws of same wavelength attraction. Even if in your surface conscious you don't think many the bad things, but if that your subconscious thinks very badly, that will attract many bad things, miserable things, or unhappiness. But if you think of everything very happily and positively, that can attract happy things. Very simple, but easy to say, difficult to be done, right? So that's why training is necessary. I can show you today how to train yourself, how to change yourself. I certainly can show you that. So this is the third point of conclusion. So who did come?
One of our members.
Okay. Thank you, Chan. Hey, Yanti. So then, next one. Please listen to the master's lecture regarding third point.
You may have negative thoughts, such as, I'm finished because I failed this time, or I was told so badly, or told, you are incompetent, or you're stupid, or I couldn't go to a good school, or my parents hate me, or my friends ignore me, or I failed in business. There may be many such thoughts, but you must not allow those negative thoughts to come into yourself and take root into your mind. Instead, since humans cannot think of two things at the same time, you might as well make efforts to think it in the opposite way. You can walk around the issue by thinking, perhaps it is possible to think this way. Thus, you can constructively change your perspective. I'm in trouble. But this may be an opportunity if viewed differently. He is always very negative to me. But this could be the chance to improve myself. Or he may have a point, and he's trying to educate me. It's important to see if you can change the way you think, or the way you understand others. Life may be full of trials, but if you change your thought to a more positive and affirmative one, and sow such positive and affirmative seeds in your mind, beautiful flowers will blossom in your future, resulting in fruit in the future. So you should make an effort to always think in this way.
All right, thank you very much. So we are talking about the subconscious then. sorry. You may ask, what kind of feeling do you always embrace in your mind? No one realizes. And sometimes, I think over 90% of people justify, I'm thinking of good. But actually, 90% of people think of bad or think badly. Yes, like a grudge, hatred, anger, complaint, something like that. Always. It's no or like a exemption. No exemption. Almost all people think of that. But percentage, good people think badly like 10% of the day. But normal people, 60% or 70% in the day of the day think very badly. Okay, so that's normal. Don't worry about it. Now we can change it. Okay, so embrace the very bad way of thinking. But very bad people, like nowadays 30% or 40% master sense, think of badly always, like that, or even the 50 or 60%, because as a result, now currently master said 50 or 60% people going to hell after death because of their way of thinking. But don't worry, there is a new member here, but we are talking about hell sometimes. But hell is not a punishment at all. Hell is a kind of hospital. Yes, because after this, we become the thought itself. If you have a very bad thought, like kill someone or attack someone, that will manifest as it is. In this world, just think of that. I'd like to hit him because he did this, like that. And then I have right to give him attack, something like that. But actually, that will manifest in another world, because another world is a thought, the world of thought. That's why that will manifest. That's why we need a certain training and the faith. And this, based on the faith, we can train ourselves. Then, even after this, you realize, oh, this is hell. You can go back to heaven after certain training. So reflect yourself and change your way of thinking, and way of behavior, way of statement. I mean, saying. So, speech. Then, after curing yourself, like hospital, then vibration will change. Then you can go back to heaven. That is a rule. The world after death is determined the vibration, which kind of vibration you have now. So that's why don't worry about it. But it is better train yourself in this world before going to another world. Okay, so then please look at your feeling honestly, very honestly. And if you find negative feelings such as anger, hatred, jealousy, complaint, conceit, and etc. Please. etc. 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 itself is not one bad one. Sorry. And please replace those into positive one. Yes. At that time, this is a very good clue. The truth, not truth, and reality. What happened to you is just one. Okay. But what kind of perspective you have toward this phenomena is very important. If there are 10,000 people, 10,000 way of thinking, there are 10,000 way of thinking, but you choose one or two. For example, if someone accuses you, normal people just get angry and have grudge and then try to attack him in his or her mind. But some people think, of course, I need to admit that there is a bad point in my mind. I will change it. Or others appreciate, now I realize that how I have to change my mind. Like that. So the way of thinking is up to you. But what kind of way of thinking or perspective you choose matter. Okay, so this is a great training in this world, because there are no people who can look into your mind. That's why people have to have bad way of thinking, because we think there are no people who can watch my mindset. But actually, in the heaven, you can be watched. You can be watched by angels or gods. Okay, so anyway, and this is a way to remove your attachment. Replace those into positive ones such as love, appreciation, mercy, and etc. So we will try meditation now. Then remember clearly, there is bad thing to you that makes you upset. But please ask yourself or your guardian guiding spirits, that is the only way to accept that phenomenon. So you need ask. Then your guardian guiding spirits tell you another way of thinking or different perspective in the meditation. So you can find a way. Yes, it is stupid if you have only grudge or anger, hatred. But if you repress it, I mean, if you have another perspective, very different perspective, oh, that is a way. I didn't realize that. So you can become wiser, smarter, and lovable person. Okay, so that is the real meaning of spiritual development. You have wider perspective. Then this is a way to remove your attachment. You always stick to one point. Because he's bad, because she's bad, he or she needs to change his or her attitude, right? You always accuse in your mind, right? So that is not good, because as a result, even if you have a good reason to get anger or hatred, but the same wavelength attraction cannot be changed. You can attract more disaster through that way of thinking. That's why it is not a good idea. That is better if you can have another way of thinking at that time. So this world is the training ground you can learn. So please try it, and then remove your attachment. Attachment is sticks to your mind. This is a evidence. You always sticks to this, means this is wrong. Is attachment that is all causes of your setbacks and sufferings, because you have a negative mindset that attract many bad things. Even the evil spirits can come to you if you have bad vibration. So let's practice now. Then I will let's read prayer to guardian guiding spirits, and after that we will make the conversation with your guardian guiding spirits in your mind. So in this meditation, it may be hard, but please remember the phenomena that makes you upset. Then sway your mind. Then ask yourself, please, that is the only way to accept that phenomenon. That is the only perspective you can have now. Definitely, your guardian guiding spirits can give you hint, clue, or new perspective. But even if you cannot do it right now, you can still continue to think of that. Even after leaving here and going back to home, think of that. Not try to attack him or her, but look for another way of thinking, another perspective. If someone, angels, stand up instead of you in same situation, in your shoes, I mean, what he will do. That is another question. Okay, so let's recite prayer to guardian guiding spirits first. Prayer to guardian guiding spirits. My guardian guiding spirits deep inside of me. You are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and define my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this, I give my thanks. Okay, then please relax yourself and loosen tense neck and shoulders. Okay. And put your hands on your lap with facing upwards. Yes. Then make sure your back straight. That becomes antenna to the head only. So that is a precious gift from God. Now close your eyes gently. Then start deep breathing from your belly. Not just not neck, from your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And breathe out steadily through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale gradually through your mouth. Let's practice this way several times. Please continue now. The more you practice deep breathing, the more empty you become. I mean void. So before starting the meditation, the conversation with your guardian spirits, I will ask all guardian spirits in this room, please put your hands in prayer. So I will ask all guardian spirits in this room to help you. Please put your hands in prayer. Guardian guiding spirits in this room. Guardian guiding spirits in this room. Please help your lovable person to improve herself or himself. Guardian guiding spirits in this room. Guardian guiding spirits in this room. Please help everyone in this room to improve himself or herself. Okay, now we will start a conversation with your guardian guiding spirits. If you feel the guardian guiding spirits coming to you and start talking, you can put your hands on your lap again. Put down your on your lap again. Please ask your guardian spirits the shocking phenomena you experience that makes you upset. Remember, but your perspective is only way to accept that phenomenon. To watch, look into the phenomenon. Is there any another perspective? to make you feel relief or others happier. Please ask guidance to your guardian spirits or think of yourself. Let's start. Okay, slowly open your eyes, please. Thank you very much. I don't know whether you can find a way or not, but actually, you may think there is only one or two or three ways to think of that, but actually there are 10,000 ways to think of the phenomena you encountered. But idea tell you how to react the phenomena. Reaction, I mean, will determine your future. That's up to you. What kind of reaction you have? Grudge, hatred, anger, or rejoice, or enjoy, or anything else. That is up to your perspective. That's why we need training that make your recognition wider and wider. That is a spiritual training, real meaning of spiritual training. So the wider you make your recognition, power of recognition, the more happier you can be. The reason why you are sometimes very miserable, you are still very narrow perspective. That makes you miserable. So that's why, as you know, as I told you again and again, you know, Helen Keller, who are deaf and blind and cannot speak, she said when she was 23, she found a spiritual way of thinking through that is Swedenborg Church. And then there is eternal life, reincarnation, and this world is a training ground, obviously. She found it. And at that time, whenever she traveled to all around the world and make speech, she always said, I am the happiest person in this world. That's proven. That becomes the evidence. The situation cannot determine whether you are happier or happy or miserable. The way of thinking, how to react is the problem. How to react does matter. So please think of that. And then real meaning of training, the spiritual training is every time you need to be very careful reaction. Not react like an animal. Okay, so naturally get angry or react, have try to attack others like that. That is same as animal. Humankind can accept once and think it very rationally, and then choose what kind of reaction is better for me, for my future and for others happiness. Okay, so this is the first point. Then subconscious, finally. This is the point. Then how you can train yourself? Maybe you may feel if you have never think of if you have never think of the action you will take, you may think it is difficult to control and or manage your reaction. I mean, what you are thinking, what you are saying, what you are behaving, like that. But I dare tell you, if you patient with time, you can be a great manager of your mind. So many people, unfortunately nowadays, they forgot the spiritual truth. And they forgot there is God. We are part of God. I am part of Buddha. Something like that, they forgot. That's why they cannot manage their own instinct. I mean, desire and emotion. But there is a way. If you realize subconscious will determine your future, the action you took will influence your subconscious. The accumulation of your reaction becomes karma. This is the real meaning of karma. There is no such things like a karma or a determined future. Sometimes people go to the psychic and try to make him lead your future, something like that. But it doesn't work. Okay, so the accumulation of your reaction determine your future. That becomes the habit. Whenever, if you are in this situation, you feel this way. That is the habit. You can change. So if you would not go to the psychic and make him lead your future, but you can determine your future. That is the real meaning of karma. That's why Shakyamuni Buddha recommends you to practice eightfold path. I will talk about it later, another day, but it is important. Then subconscious. Subconscious is first point. Subconscious is your way of thinking and the tendency of your soul, which is called your guardian spirits. Yes. If you become the spirits, guardian spirit is the part of you. Okay, it's not others. It's yourself, guardian spirits. But he or she is in the heaven. Then she's a kind of like a reaction itself. Because she doesn't have or he doesn't have no bodily senses. The straightly, if something happens, she reacts or he reacts. Even if he or she is in heaven, sometimes he or she also make mistakes. Then got a tragedy. But we can learn from that. But anyway, it is good idea to change it, that kind of habit. So subconscious has been granted infinite possibility and freedom. Yes, this is very important, possibility and freedom. So whatever you can think, of course you can think greatly, but you can think very miserably. Whichever is okay. That's up to you. Your choice, your freedom. Because through the trial and error, you can learn a lot. If you get a success, your trial, you can have a very appreciation in your mind toward everything. That is the spiritual growth. Also, even if you got a failure, you can learn wisdom from failure. That's why this is very important. If God doesn't allow you to, have a freedom, what happens? You can become like a robot. Just one reaction, you can be a robot. And then you cannot develop yourself at all. Machine the machine, like that. Whenever you push this button, you can open the door like that. All right? So that's why socialism and communism doesn't work at all. And because they force you to obey for that nation, for that group. Yeah. So this is the most important value for humankind, freedom granted by God. No one take freedom away from you. God, because God granted, Buddha granted. Yes, that's why we fought to take back freedom in Hong Kong, Taiwan, or Burma. Yes, like that. So, but anyway, subconscious is connected to not only your guardian, the guiding spirits, also all existence of another world and the God or Buddha. Yes, we are part of the big tree that is called cosmic tree. Have you ever heard about it? Yeah. Cosmic tree. Yes, tree of life. There is massive tree of life in this universe that is called God or Buddha or Allah, whatever. We call it Elkantar. Then, so there is a branch that is like a nationality or ethnic group or sometimes religious group, Christian people, Islam people, Buddhist people, but there is one source. That is the trunk of the tree. Give everything through trunk. Every branch has been activated and granted great life, and then small branches becomes the like family members or friends around you. and one of leaves are you. But every leaves have brothers, souls, and sisters like that. That consists of you yourself.
Yeah.
So all are connected. All are connected. Share your wisdom. That's why all people feel the same reaction sometimes. If you see the tragedy, you feel sad. If you see people enjoy life, you can feel happy, right?
Yeah.
That is same feelings, regardless gender, nation, age, or skin color, language. You can feel same way, basically. That is emotion, and you can share everything. In this universe, whatever you think or feel and speaks, recorded in the universe. That is sometimes soul tape. Okay, so what you face up to now is the result of how subconscious has defined yourself. Yeah, that means accumulation of your reaction appear as reality. Okay, so define yourself means what person you are. You always define yourself in subconscious, even if you don't realize or realize. Then you cannot make any excuses because the result is the accumulation of your reaction.
Yeah.
That becomes your character. That is a definition of your character.
So we can't make up any
Yes.
excuses because we could change it.
Yeah. To change it, it will take time. Be patient, being patient.
It's a
But-
decision.
Yes,
Yeah.
another reaction you will start. Okay, from now, from this moment, from now on, if you take another reaction, so it is very important. That's why, yes, you remember very shocking phenomena before starting this session. Then you may feel in this situation, I always think very negatively. If you find it, I said congratulations, because that is a moment you can change your tendency. Yes, if you become positive even in that situation,
Yeah.
then you can accumulate another reaction that becomes new karma.
Right.
Means good tendency of yourself. That define yourself. You are a great person who can make others happier. Okay, but it will take time. But if you train yourself very well in happy science, since we can stimulate each other, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we can change your tendency easier than other group or other opportunity.
Yeah.
More than school. Okay, school give you the good education and
You
knowledge.
do, right?
Yeah, but happy science can give you the great opportunity to change yourself, change your subconscious, change the way of reaction. Okay, so subconscious is the emotion. Emotion itself, it is not logical at all. Yes, you may feel, whenever you feel something, positively, negatively. That's not so logical, right?
Yeah, when you think about it.
Yeah. Now think of and then that you can justify. Then set up everything.
Yeah,
But before saying something,
Yeah.
they not so very logical.
Yeah.
And then you assemble it very logically. And explain others logically. Right? Later, the first reaction is not so logical. Okay.
That's so true.
So because your subconscious is very emotional, or emotion itself.
Yeah.
So if you manage your emotion very well, you can become a great person and happier. That is another conclusion of this point. Okay, then going to next. There are two more points to understand the subconscious.
Well,
Yeah, so that you can understand more how to train yourself. Subconscious cannot recognize what is subject. It recognizes whatever you think as I.
yeah, that's one.
So then tries to recognize it. For example, even if you think others he's a very bad guy.
Yeah.
In your subconscious, negative feeling have happened, right?
Yeah.
If you think of bad guy
Yeah.
who abuse others, something like that, and then so try to attack him in your mind, very emotional,
Yeah.
not rational.
Yeah.
And then your subconscious recognize,
Yeah.
I am bad guy, like that. Yes, because subconscious cannot recognize what you think. It recognizes whatever you think as I. If you say in your mind, he's bad guy, imagine that he behaved very badly, and then try to attack, that becomes yourself. So you can become very bad people. And that's why, so for example, if you work in your office and then you have a bad boss, and then she or he ordered you very badly, abuse you, like that. And if you attack her in your mind, she's very bad guy. Then later she left, and then you become also bad guy. Yeah, same thing happened. Then you will abuse others. That's happened in many places. Yeah, that's a natural rule. Master Okawa mentioned about it. If you have a bad boss and then accuse him or her, please be careful. Later he or she left office and then you become same.
Yeah. Because you react.
You react. That is reaction.
Yeah.
Then you remember clearly because you always think of that behavior she took or he took. And clearly and inscribe strongly.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you create that pattern.
Yes, a
Exactly.
pattern, create a pattern in your
Because you
mind.
pick up
And
on
then you try to chase it,
Yeah.
and mimic it
it becomes you.
naturally because that is subconscious.
Yeah.
So then for subconscious, causality
Yeah.
is everything, cause and effect.
Yeah.
You know, that is the only rule of this universe. It cannot recognize time.
Yeah.
Even past, present, and or future. Okay, what you think now is that
now.
now.
Yeah.
Even if you think like when I was 5,
It's now.
my mother turned me off harshly like that.
It's now.
Now, then you have grudge inside
Yeah, it's always
like
now.
that. Yeah, always now.
Yeah.
Always now. So,
Amazing.
and then that's why you need to endure time.
Yeah.
Endure time means change your mindset takes long time.
Yeah.
And then certain time to change your tendency of your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes time. You need to accept that. You need to keep making enough effort until your ideal will come to true. Yes, because whether your ideal will become reality or not, up to your accumulation of your effort and reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to make effort, not to change others, but change your tendency,
Yeah.
change your reaction, behavior. That is habit.
Yeah.
I mean karma. So that's why all the Indian people think karma is very important for your future.
Yeah.
Maybe even the Indian people, or modern day Indian people, don't know that karma is like distinct by God or Buddha, something like that. They think, but it's not.
It's about
Yes,
what
yes,
we do.
yes, yes, yes. It's you, it's me.
Yeah.
Okay, please remember those are the work of subconscious. Now I believe you already targeted how I can change it, how I can train it. Okay, this is the second point we have to. Then talking about another perspective of subconscious. So how you can manage subconscious? I dare tell you, everyone can manage your subconscious because our soul, our divine nature, created by God, there is no way to give up. Okay, believe you can manage your subconscious. Sometimes people give up. This is my character. This is my way of thinking. But if you recognize that is my character or something, and then you can change it. Okay, so target always clear, very clear. But that's up to you. You have will to change or not. Then this is a way to give proper direction to your subconscious. First point. Speak your dream out loud always. What you want to do, what you want to achieve. But if that is very bad things, very selfish, that's also destroy you. That's why very careful. I suggest you, for example, in the morning, in front of mirror. So I am a great person who can give love unsparingly. That's why I can do this is with smile.
Yeah.
Okay, with in front of mirror. Okay, so you can listen to yourself, praise yourself very well. Okay, so your subconscious can be changed by your words. And visualize your dream always. Use the power of will. Yeah, and then I think many people anticipated bad things always. And
So
fear and afraid of that.
Yeah.
But stop it, please, because that will manifest. So that's why visualize your dream means always keep hope in your mind. No reason, without any analyzation. Because if you analyze it, our knowledge, our ability of recognition is very narrow. That's why sometimes we will give up it. Okay, don't analyze, just affirm.
Okay. So if we analyze it, the subconscious picks it up.
Yeah, because
And then
analyzation invites afraid,
so it confuses the
confusion. Yeah, that's why you don't need to analyze. First, affirm your dream
Right.
with
No question.
no question, with smile, as if it is realized already. If you analyze, I'm lack of educational background, I'm lack of my income now, I'm lack of my ability, something like that. And then that is the way to persuade your subconscious to give up.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Don't explain, don't analyze, just affirm your dream. Yes, just do it. Yeah, because still you don't know the way, but someday you can look for that way, find a way. Still you haven't found that way to realize it, but if you make efforts every day, someday you can encounter the way. That same attitude with Edison. There is no way at that time people think we can have a great life eternally like this.
Yeah.
But he believes
Yeah.
we can have this life,
Full stop.
full stop, no stop.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then he imagined clearly. Then he can invest it. Right. Okay, so that will happen in of you. That's why Edison said there are two types of people who get to succeed, never give up, but another people who cannot get success because of giving up. That's it. So keep image of your goal in your mind with good feeling, which will make tendency of your soul. Yeah, good feeling.
Yeah.
Not anxiety. If that will not become a reality or it's shame, something like that.
Yeah.
If you think of that, negative thoughts disturb your subconscious. Then that means a break. Like put the brake.
Yeah.
Like that. If you want to drive smoothly, just think very smoothly and very positively. And with good feeling, that makes you smile. Okay, it's achieved. How wonderful it is. Yes. Okay, so and then make sure and even decide it will become reality. That's it.
Yeah.
And do not be defeated by negative opinion from others. That's also very important. Yeah, people try to sometimes because of love to yourself.
Yeah.
and then people advise you, your lovable people like family members or friends.
Can't do it.
You need to give up that or
Yeah.
stop it, and then waste of time, waste of money, something like that. So don't listen to that.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that. That's just flow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then and just to do it. Then you can take your responsibility, right? If you realize this is not the way, you can change it.
Yeah.
That's it. So believe that the corporators will come to you. Yes.
Yeah.
If you try to create a new business or you become an entrepreneur, and so you need more people, power of others,
Yeah.
right? Cooperation from others, and then
It will happen.
after you affirm these things, your vibration will attract
Yeah.
the people who have same wavelengths, like positive wavelengths. Yes, but be careful. If you have a very negative way of thinking and a very negative people will come.
Reptilians.
Yeah.
Would you stop with the reptilians?
Okay. So that's why you need to be careful about your own vibration, accumulation of your reaction,
Yeah.
not others. Because if you have a good vibration, who have positive mindset, a hope, and a kind mindset, that can invite other people. If you feel I am surrounded by bad people who attack me or accuse me, because
Yeah.
you have a mind to accuse others and attack others. That's why people around you accuse you and attack you.
Right.
That is a very simple rule, but anyone don't realize that. That is a training to change it. Okay, not try to change others. And keep efforts every day. Plan, do, and check, just like a climb upstairs. This is the most difficult part, right?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Because Master Okawa always says, in this Kyoten, think big. Every moment, he said, every moment you need to be very, very careful about how you react to phenomena around you that happened around you. But we don't have such kind of behavior or custom,
Yeah.
habit, right? Because in this world, especially in modern age, there are no education how to manage your mindset, how to react to the phenomena.
Right.
No teachers, no teacher have taught us,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
Only Master Hokawa or some philosophers like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Only when you came here, realize that. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. What you think will determine your future like that. But if you live here, what happened? Forget about it, right? And react like the animal. But yeah, if you're very careful, you can do it.
Yeah, flag it.
Yes. To keep effort every day, like this. And plan to check means to achieve your goal. What you can do today.
Yeah.
And then if you don't have any plan, you can start from scratch again.
Mhm.
So that's why every day, plan, do, and check before going to bed.
Yeah.
All right? Just like a climb upstairs. Master says, climb the big cliff. Like
Yeah, not
this.
horizontal.
No
Vertically.
horizontal. Yes.
It's vertically.
Vertically, yes. You are a good student.
Amen.
Yeah, you learned a lot, right?
Try.
Yeah. Like climb vertical cliff
Yeah.
every day, but one by one, steadily and steadily. Then persevere with time to achieve your goal. Yes, time means two meanings. One is effort.
Yeah.
Another is giving love. Then efforts you give and love you give will never cheat you. But as long as you can be patient with time, that will take time to bloom. Then many people give up before seeing the bloom.
Yeah.
Bloom. So, but only people who be patient with time can see beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
After that. So be patient with time. Okay, and then please think. This is a quote from Masao Okawa, New Kyoten, you now alive. If you that is a new way of reflection. CD and small booklet. Okay, and then in that booklet, he taught us way to reflect yourself. That is mindset that can make effort and giving love. And then he said, if you make 10 effort but get result only one, you need contentment with that.
Yeah.
Because
it brings
remaining 9 becomes your virtue, your great character. The 1 is result, and 9 becomes virtue. And in this world, you may think that 9 is a waste of time or waste of effort, something like that. But even if you can go back to heaven, you realize 9 cannot bloom becomes your virtue, your character. And the result, like get money or title, fame, those are like waste. Just a result. You cannot get back to heaven. So that's why this is a point. Very opposite idea you may have through this training. So next one. Last page of the third point. What you need to be careful of when you use subconscious, you need to ask yourself whether your dream is proper one, which will not hurt others nor yourself, of course. And whether your dream originates in love for others. Motivation is everything. It means contribution. This should be motivation. If you have a motivation that benefits only you, that will collapse. Because the rule of universe is love. You are measured by only loving ability. That's why it is waste of time if you think of only your benefit. So this should be the motivation. And whether your dream makes your spirituality abundant. Yes, this is the purpose of our life. Reason why we came here is the spiritual growth only, no others. So that's why this is the point. Those 3 points you need to remember. If you can say 3 yes, that will manifest as reality. So in the case that you against these principles, you will be guided by evil spirits. Goblins, and hermits means like a small animal, yes.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. Who it's called yokai or yoma, something in Japan. Who are in hell or minor hell. Yes, there are people. And then also another point of view is whether you will guided by angels or not. That is very important. Who spiritually guided you, have guided you? Who spiritually guide you now? That is a very important point. Because same wavelength attraction works everywhere without exception. So that's why you need to be very careful what you are thinking now. Even if you have a good reason to have grudge towards someone, that will guide those evil spirits or goblins or hermits like that. So that will determine your future. Yes, this is a way to realize your dream. Okay?
Yeah.
So then going to fourth point, the last point of this lecture. Fourth, then to realize your dream, what is a real enemy?
Fear.
Yes, fear. Fear inside of me. Yeah, that's true. Me. Yes.
Yeah.
The fear inside of me.
Yeah.
That is the real enemies. Yes, as instinct, we have fear. Otherwise, we are going to die, right? if you don't have any fear,
Yeah.
and then a big truck coming to you, hit you, but you always smile. If you don't have any fear, yeah, reason why you have fear, that's why you can avoid that big truck and run away. But it was something the accident. But if you always have this kind of feeling, the fear inside, that disturb your dream. So that's why very careful. The foremost adversary that we have to fight is fear. Please remember that. That is the conclusion of this point, the fourth point. Then all of us hold many fears, and most of them originate in a fear of unknown.
Precisely.
Yes, right? Because you don't know what happened next.
Yeah.
Then you feel fear, oh my godness,
Yeah.
like that, and try to avoid it. And then you cannot challenge yourself to do something new, right? But first you need to recognize what you fear and list them up. So they become just problems to be solved.
Right.
There is way to solve those fear, those problems you fear. Okay? Then how to overcome it? I will tell you now. Welcome. A bit long. If you have think big, there's these sentences, page 124. This is very crucial point of this book. There is one surefire way to conquer our fears, and that is to challenge ourselves to do what we are most afraid of. Our fears will vanish the moment we face them and decide to fight them. Right? Reason why you are fear and you hold fear inside is you don't challenge yourself to do it. That's why last longer, last the fear still remain in your mind.
Yeah.
To banish it, just challenge yourself to do it. Even if you failure, you are not most likely not killed by that.
Yeah.
Just feels like negatively like that. And then it doesn't matter whether you fail or success in that challenge. Okay? For I will guarantee you that, I mean the Master Hokawa. Master Hokawa will guarantee you that the moment we face our fears, the substance of that fear will disappear. And we will be left with only valuable experiences. Whatever. Even if it's a failure, even if it's success, experiences you can take back to heaven with you. Right? That becomes virtue or your great character. And also, one of these experiences is that we will have conquered our fear.
Yeah.
That is great experience.
That's important.
Yes, this experience makes you courageous person. Right? And you can challenge yourself always. A second experience that we did is the crushed feeling of being unsuccessful at a colossal challenge instead of having given it everything we had, every drop of wisdom, all our strengths, and our fighting spirits. Do you understand what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
These things. Every drop of wisdom.
Yeah.
All our strengths and our fighting spirits. So, it seems like a very like an extremely bad idea. Tell you, whatever you experience, if as long as you challenge yourself, push forward yourself, then it becomes wisdom, strength, and fighting spirits.
Yeah.
That becomes the real asset of you inside. Millions or billions pounds it values because you can use that anywhere, whenever. And then even if we fail at our challenge, this experience will never be negative.
So which means we didn't really fail.
Yeah, that will become the perpetual driving force through the many battles we will face in later decades. Because those experiences got failure, if you are not regretted and then learn from that, that becomes major force of your mind to challenge yourself again. That's why I always told in my Kigan prayer, I will never ask God, stable situation. I will never ask God, stable situation.
You never asked? A stable situation. Okay.
Never ask stable situation. Or like a stable itself. Instead, I will ask the will to challenge myself to go forward. I dare ask you, say goodbye to stableness, stability. I will say goodbye to stability. That's what I wish always. Instead, please give me the chance to challenge myself, so that I can get a spiritual growth and a happier situation. Happy means spiritual growth, right? Only through experiences you can get spiritual growth. That's why you live in this world for several decades and left this world. At that time, you've never very hardships or severe situation. Then in the heaven, you will regret. Then why you are going to this world? Because we want to get a spiritual growth. Only when you live in this world, you can get a certain spiritual growth. In the heavenly world, you can become very stable and comfortable, but you cannot get any spiritual growth. That's why we came here. But you abandon that great opportunity to get the spiritual growth. That's why you will regret after a stable life. Okay, very stable, but cannot get anything. That is same as another one. So you don't need to come to this world. Okay, so, and then, even if we fail, that will become a perpetual driving force through the many battles we will force later decades. Yes, what we need to open a bright future is courage, not excuses. Please declare that, okay? So don't be afraid of failure, but afraid of not challenge and not get any spiritual growth. So that is exciting life. Yeah, like movie. Main character always failure and difficulties and many bad things, the disaster, but he challenged himself and knock out, right? And get the spiritual growth. That makes you amazing and amazed by that. Yes. So let's see Master's lecture. How to increase your courage 100-fold.
Master Yuho Okawa's lecture, How to Increase Your Courage 100-fold, May 10th, 2009. Confront risks head-on of your own accord. Doing so will spur your personal growth. In the course of your lifetime, you will be confronted with many seemingly impossible situations. For young people in particular, there are many things that seem to be very difficult and impossible. I can understand that. However, at such times, you must not become someone who come up with a list of reasons to convince others that it is impossible. Even if something seems impossible at first glance, it is important to look at it carefully and consider whether there may be some way to solve the difficult problem and achieve a breakthrough. That is what is meant by be positive. Give reasons why it wasn't possible when all possible avenues had been explored. As young people, I want you to think about how something can be done, about what you can do to find a solution. That is important. I expect the courageous decisions and actions of the young. It is important to achieve prosperity out of courageous decisions and actions. The future of our dreams is opened up by it, is it not? Your physical strength may not be increased 100-fold. Your intelligence may not be increased 100-fold. The span of your life's activities may not be increased 100-fold. However, it is possible for your courage to increase 100-fold. Your courage will increase 100-fold when you awaken to your true mission and ideals. With this 100-fold courage, please face various hardships and difficulties head on. The path will surely open up for you. Please don't become the kind of mean-spirited person who ridicules, mocks, scorns, or points a finger at the backs of those who are making their way forward with enthusiasm and ideals. Become young people with courage, young people with the will to shoulder responsibilities for society. This is the appeal I wish to make. Thank you very much.
Yes, definitely. Please think of that. Sometimes we are tempted by like advertisement or SNS or something like that. Very short time and a very small investment, you can get big money, something like that.
Yeah.
So that ruin you because result will come only accumulation your reaction. I mean. Efforts and love you have given. So that's why if you tempted by that, if you make the small investment that becomes very big. But if you try to educate people with small money, maybe someday it becomes grow. Otherwise, that becomes ruin you. Okay. So, that's why only what we can believe is accumulation of effort and giving love. That will determine your future. So it will take some effort, time. Time means love and effort. Okay. So, but it will need like a courage. When we find in adversity, we should not offer. A list of reasons to persuade everyone why our situation is impossible to overcome. Don't do that. The more you make excuse, the problems make bigger and bigger. So makes bigger. So that's why even if a problem seems like insurmountable, take a step back. No means right away. That means take a close look and search for solution. Search for a way to overcome the problem worldwide and break through it. Okay, there is a way. There is a way. That's what you need to believe. That is what it means to be positive. Always try to see things in a constructive light. Look for a way to solve the problems, a way to overcome adversity, and create a new path, a solution that we have not thought of yet, a new idea. Okay, so that's why, okay, this is very important. If you want a great success, be patient with time and love. Whenever you can love, maybe very few people can answer it, but be patient. Someday it becomes a very big flower and fruit. And then thinking of reasons why we cannot do something should be our last resort. Instead, you should think about how to make things happen. This is what I always do. Okay, so I clearly declare that there is no shortcut to achieve goal. Please give us that. Instead, decide, have certain efforts and giving love every day. Then later, maybe 1 decade or something, you can realize, oh, this is a real shortcut. Okay. Again, there is no shortcut to achieve your goal. No shortcut at all. No shortcut. Again. Okay.
No shortcut. Make the effort.
Yes, make effort and giving love is a certain shortcut to achieve your goal. Okay.
Konosuke Matsushita, in one of the lecture, master,
Yeah.
said that, when he asked Konosuke Matsushita, what is your secret? Oh, yeah, definitely. The shortcut is work hard without any results.
Yes.
And then you achieve it.
Yes.
The easiest way to achieve it
Yes.
is just work very hard until you
Yeah. That's true. And then at that time, he made such kind of the speech in Tokyo University.
Oh.
Yeah, the biggest university and the highest university in Japan. And then people in the audience laughed at that. And then he want to hide his secret of success, but only one person realized that is the truth. That is like なんだっけ、JAL の稲森、Mr. 稲森、he's a very big investor, and he realized that is true. Like dam, we can store the water, and then if the dam becomes full, you can open slowly. That becomes a result, and generate big energy. So that he realized at that time. But anyway, thank you very much for your help. So today is a great day because you can give up the shortcut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We have found the shortcut. Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, you
What
can
the shortcut really is. Yeah.
real shortcut is here.
The real shortcut. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what is you fear the most, but the highest priority it has? Yes, you already realize in your mind maybe this is the highest priority, but later I will do that like that. Right? You must have. Then decide just do it right now, here. Okay, and so you can be free from fear. The reason why you have fear the most because you don't do it yet. So that's why you fear the most. If you decide right now, just now, do it, then you can be free from fear. Very clear. Okay. So already have passed the time, but very short time to pledge and time to contemplate on this one. Okay. So please relax yourself. Okay. Now start it. This is the moment you can change your life. Okay. Please give up shortcut again. So now, please put your hands in prayer. Now, suppose here is Master Okawa suddenly come into this room. Stand up in front of you. Ask you this question he gave you. What is your fear the most? What is you fear the most, but the highest priority it has? Mr. or Ms. Decide, just do it right now, so you can be free from fear. That's very simple. Okay, please think of that. What you will tell him as answer. Please tell Master Ryuho Okawa himself what you decide. Please end the meditation. Thank you very much. Did you pledge something?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, this is the conclusion of the fourth point. Use the most powerful weapon against fear, that is faith. Because you can recognize you are part of God's consciousness. That is the real meaning of faith. Faith doesn't mean if you believe in the specific person, you can go back to heaven. That is not faith at all. The faith means you can recognize, you should recognize you are part of God's consciousness. So, believe very strongly that if we are one with God, there is nothing to be afraid of because I am part of God. Then anything happen. That is a homework to overcome from God because He expects you to do it. You can do it. So He gave you this homework. Everything you can overcome. Then we all have the ability to build a bright future. That is written in Laws of the Sun, page number 53, chapter 2. Keeping in mind the glorious truth that you are, I removed the are, a part of God's consciousness. You are a part of God's consciousness. Okay, that's it. That means He, God, Buddha, whatever you call, El Cantare, loves you very much individually. That is a real meaning of belief, faith. Okay, faith doesn't mean that believe in the specific miracle or something like that. Faith means that accept the fact God always loves you. You are because you are part of God. Then now we can conclude. This is the answer. Okay, you can write down again. But already I gave up. But if you like, please write down. First, have a dream. If you don't have any certain dream, you cannot achieve anything. And second, your future will be determined by how to use 24 hours of your day. Because time is also the resources given by God. So how to use that matter. Everyone cannot realize the time is resources. And our philosophies are like seeds. They will determine the melody of your life. Yes. What kind of reaction you will take does matter. That is called karma. Means tendency of your soul. That will determine your life. The foremost adversary that we have to fight with here, use the most powerful weapon against fear, is faith. The fact you are loved by God. Then remember, whenever you have the suffering setbacks, because He loves me and I am part of God, I can overcome. I can overcome. I can is a magical word, but because reason is here, you are part of God. Then what we need to open the bright future is, this is the conclusion of this seminar. Courage, not excuses. So when you leave this room, you can become a person who will not make excuse. Just go forward. Even if you get a failure, that becomes nutrition of your soul. Okay, please remember that. And then, if you face up some problems, please have this courage. Courage comes from faith.
Yeah.
That is a fact. You are loved by God. You are part of God. God always loves you regardless of your religious identity, gender, nation, skin color, language, okay? Whatever you believe, like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Japanese Shintoism, and or happy science, or even the atheist or materialist, he loves you. But accept or not, that up to you. That's the real meaning of faith. Then materialist or atheist, very sadly, unfortunately, they don't accept the fact that God always loves you. That's why they become the materialist, and becomes very tragedy for that. And then we encourage to have faith. To encourage them to have faith means to accept the fact that God always loves you. That's what we need to tell those people. The only place, this is happy science, can teach them this fundamental fact. That's why we have mission. Okay, this concludes today's session, and this concludes the seminar for Think Big. This is the real meaning of the Think Big. Think big means you already realize. Think like God. Okay, love always, effort always.
Yeah.
You can achieve your goal. Think God is think big. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, from 10 to 4, we will start a discussion session, and then you can go toilet or something, then come back here.
5
Okay.
minutes, yeah.
5 minutes, sorry, short time. Thank you.
Please, lady first.
Thank you.
Ground floor or second floor? Thank you very much. From 10 to 4, we will start a discussion session. Thank you.